Hello, I'm Simon Christie and welcome to another big episode of Forward Drive TV. We've got a great show lined up, so let's get straight into it. Tread lightly, keep it safe, play hard.
I'm Glen from Reddy's 4x4. We're here at round 2 of the Australian Mud Race Championships at Edenhope. It's been a pretty big turnout for an event that's so far away. The local boys put this event on every year. They do a grouse job of setting up the tracks and making them safe and full of water for us. The water's a little bit deep this year and a few puddles, and it's definitely sorting a lot of the cars out. We're running road registered up here this year, juniors, modified and super modified, and we're also running a two-wheel drive class. A lot of local cars that have entered and having a crack, which they do every year. We're sort of getting them to build them bigger and better every year and nice and safe. We've got a twin track here today, track A and track B, which the cars go down. One runs on A, then the other runs on B, and then they swap for the next heat. They do 4 heats for the day, and their times are calculated with points of how fast they go for the day, and that's how we end up with the result with first, second and third for every class.
How you going? My name's Mark Harrison. I'm the president of the club. We're at Edenhope. Edenhope is 92 k's roughly past Horsham on the Natamuck Road, so you go past Natamuck, and it's not far for some of the South Australian blokes to come either, which we have quite a few of them here in the tour drives and road regs. It's a fundraiser for obviously just the locals around here with CFA, and we have the police on board, they're pretty good, and just raising money for local community around here with the kindergartens and the ambulances as well, and obviously to keep this place up and running as well.
So most of your road registered cars come along. We take a maximum of 10 cars. They show up on the day before 9 o'clock. We register them, and away they go, coming out and have some fun. Doesn't matter what they've got, as long as it's a four-wheel drive and they've got a helmet on, they can come out and have fun if it's registered. So it turns out to be a really great day, and it's a really good chance for people to get involved in their registered cars, and then they can go on to build bigger cars, because you really don't get the feeling for it until you go out there and actually have a crack and get amongst it. We have a twin track. Both tracks are actually mirror image of them. It worked out really well because I actually come up from Bendigo to build this track about 4 years ago, so I just dug one half and left it to them and said make it look the same on the other half. So it works out really well. It's one of the faster tracks. It's really good with the jumps and ruts in it. It's just a really exciting track. A bit of green grass wouldn't go astray around here, but you can't win it all the time.
G'day there, Alan Johnson here from Prado, sitting here at the Brisbane 4Drive show. We've had lots and lots of questions, and those questions all relate to charging batteries. So I thought we should actually have a bit of a crack at answering this. Perhaps this will save me answering the question about another 4 million times tomorrow morning. Now guys, a battery is a very, very simple device. It stores energy. It doesn't make energy, it stores energy. How does a battery work? Let's talk about batteries 101. First of all, in a battery there are plates that hang like files in a filing cabinet. On those plates there is paste. Now inside the battery there is a stuff called electrolyte, which is a mixture of water and sulfuric acid. How do we measure the charge in the battery? We use a thing called a hydrometer. That's a device that measures the specific gravity. Now what that's actually doing is telling us how much acid is in the water versus how much acid isn't in the water. Now, when there is no acid in the water, where do you think that actually goes? It doesn't disappear, it doesn't evaporate, it's not lost. It goes into the plates, it goes into the actual paste on the plates. So when a battery is fully charged, all the acid's gone into the plates with the paste. When the battery is flat, the acid is floating around in solution. Now, that's why a hydrometer measures the specific gravity to tell us that. When we talk about a battery having a surface charge, what we're talking about is a small amount of acid going into that paste on the plates again. So when we charge a battery, what's actually happening is we have a little bit of a demonstration we can talk about. This is a bottle of water. Now, if we were charging a battery in the normal way, you'd fill a tank from the top. When we charge a battery, it's like filling a tank from the bottom. So consequently, when the battery is flat, there is very little resistance, so energy goes in very, very quickly. As the weight of the water increases, just as the charge in the battery increases, the battery actually becomes slower and slower to absorb the energy. And this is one of the huge misnomers I've been talking about today. People talk about the absolute need to step the voltage up to a higher voltage. This is so wrong. A car's alternator that puts out 14.2 or 14.4 volts is more than enough to charge a battery to a more than adequate capacity. We don't need these higher voltages unless we have different chemistries. Now, there are three specific chemistries. There is the chemistry of a lead acid, the chemistry of a calcium, and the chemistry of an AGM being absorbed glass mat. Those batteries do require a higher voltage to get them up to full capacity. Now, what is voltage? Voltage is pressure in terms of water. Gallons per hour is amps. If we want to fill this thing up, we need two things. We need the right amount of pressure and we need some gallons per hour. If we reduce our gallons per hour from, say, 100 in our alternator back to 20, 30 or 40, we're actually increasing the recovery time. We're making it worse. So a good, smart way to charge your batteries, you need a battery charger that is up to size, in other words, amperage, gallons per hour, produces the correct voltage, the right pressure, and guys, you will have a fully charged battery that will do everything you expect it to do. Half these problems people tell us about where batteries are failing or letting them down, it's not the battery. You're shooting the piano player, he's innocent. Basically what you're doing is you're not charging it properly. So that's the really important thing to understand. We do need to charge batteries in the correct manner, and the three different charging systems are for the three different chemistries. If we get that right, we'll have an absolutely terrific result.
Get your head inside here quickly. It's time for 4-wheel drive TV.
Holden's toughest 4x4 ever has arrived. Introducing the all-new Holden Colorado 7. It comes with 7 seats as standard and it's loaded with serious off-road grunt. You'll get 3-ton towing and the awesome 470 Newton-metre Duramax diesel engine, plus an impressive wading depth and hill descent control, all for the hardcore adventurer. The all-new Holden Colorado 7 is here. Take it off-road at your Holden dealer today.
30-second kitchen, a kitchen in 30 seconds. Fridge slide first. Fridge slide's got 130 kilo tracks in it, so it's nice and tough. Remove the R-clip, don't lose it. Drop the pin, leg locker, kitchen out. Lock kitchen down here, retrieve the R-clip, lock on here, R-clip in. Leg here, pull them together, stove, billy. How good's that, guys? Couldn't ask for quicker.
I'm Chris Weston, off-road racer and owner of Off-Road Rush, and I wouldn't race on anything else than my Mickey Thompson tyres.
I trust my Mickey Thompsons at high speed. They can handle wet or dry without any trouble. And that means I can keep racing while the competitors stop to change tyres. Mickey Thompson? No wonder they call them legendary.
Call 1300-MICKEY for your nearest dealer.
Next up, we chat with Kevin Sharp from Braun Automotive about a unique fluid storage solution for utes.
Our tray tank fits in the back of your ute. It's a slim fit item. It only takes about 100 millimetres of space in the back of your tray. So it basically squares off the end of your tray and it holds 100 litres of fuel. The fuel can be gravity fed into your standard tank, or it can be used as a storage vessel for refuelling machinery and generators and the like. But the tray tank will fit in the back of any utility, and it's a great inexpensive way to get extra fuel range when you haven't got space underneath the vehicle to fit a long range tank. Well, we have another version of the tray tank which stores in the back of utilities without canopies on them. It also is a toolbox, so you have 150 litres of fuel and quite a large toolbox with double gullwing opening doors, which are lockable. benefits of having the tray tank is the toolbox can be separated from your fuel tank, just leaving the fuel tank in the ute. So if you're a tradie, all your tools and everything can come off the back of the ute and you can leave the fuel tank in there for your outback touring. To undo the toolbox from the tray tank, it's just a matter of undoing 4 bolts and the toolbox will lift straight off the top, leaving just the fuel tank in the vehicle. When you're in the market for a quality product of this type, you need to make sure that it's made by a quality Australian manufacturer. It comes with a 3-year warranty, it's made of aluminium steel, and it comes with all the hardware and all the wiring you require to make the product work.
This is round 3. It's been an exciting day so far. The locals have helped out so much. We've got the CFA, we've got the Edenhope Mud Bash up here. They really help out. And the rest of the locals of the Lions Club, Apex. The hotel has been terrific by putting up the whole Mud Racing Association in the motel for the weekend. It's been a bit noisy out there for them, but no, they've been really good. That's a really good turnout.
They've had a fairly good turnout this year, you know, with the farming community in Edenhope getting involved, and you know, we all stayed at the local motel and the rest of them stayed at the caravan park, and they had a fair on the Saturday, and we had scrutineering for the first time the day before yesterday, which was really good to get a lot of the cars up to scratch and point people in the right direction, not just in what they need to do to make the car safe, but what they can do to improve the car and make it run a lot better. And we've got a lot of road registered that have come up from Melbourne and so forth that come and race at Wonthaggi and, you know, are excited to get amongst it, want to build cars, and they've driven all this way in their road cars just to come and fill them full of mud. I don't know if they're going to make it home full of mud, but we'll try. We need to thank the local farming community, the whole town really of Edenhope, for getting behind this race and setting it all up. It's just one of those races we come to and they seem to have everything right. Our day of what we've got to get done is the racing, but to come and have a track set up, it works out awesome. The track's full of water, the hay bales are up and around, the flags are up. It just works out so terrific to come here and race. It's a really good event and we hope more can get behind it. We're looking at making a race in Heathcote Park. We're going back there again. We're also going to be going there a few more times this year just to fill in a few races. We've actually got plans to race at Ballarat and also looking at Moama at the minute. So it's really good. We're starting to get some really big cars back into it. Since the Winds Challenge scene has died down a bit, we've got a lot of cars coming and racing and having a great time. It's a real cheap and easy sport to get into and have some fun. For more information, follow links from 4Drive TV. We didn't see Simon and Miranda here. They must have snuck off for an early honeymoon this year, I think. They're not here, but they've sent some boys up to film for us, and it's a great job. And Simon and Miranda get so far behind this sport, and if it wasn't for them, we would just be here and no one would ever know about us. But they just push our sport so far to the limits. You know, even if we have a really bad day, what Simon puts together on the film and puts on TV, it just looks unreal, and we're really proud of what Simon does for our sport.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, would be Easy As Car Wash. They've been our major sponsor for the year. 4Drive TV following us around at all these events. We have Reedy's 4x4, he helps out in Bendigo, Edenhope itself, and obviously I'd like to thank our secretary. She's done a lovely job of organising all the paperwork for this event, which has been a bit of a nightmare. You can contact us on the website. There's phone numbers you can contact, there's an email on there, there's Facebook you can link onto and contact us. There's pictures, there's rule books, so if you ever need to contact us, get on there, throw us a line, and I'm happy to answer any questions people have for us. Next event, we're looking at Heathcote in 5 to 6 weeks, and then Ballarat after that. Dates aren't confirmed, but they will definitely be on the webpage within the week.
Look at him go, there he is. Look at him go, big round of applause.
I'm Peter from Northwest Off-Road. We've been using maps and GPSs for quite a few years now and recently got onto the Hema product. We've found that very handy for on- and off-road mapping. doing a little bit of touring around like we do and looking for odd tracks here and there. Found it a very handy product to use. The Hema app for the iPad's a really good addition to their range. Gives you heaps better navigation from the point of view that the screen's bigger, it's easy to work with and a lot easier than mucking around with your folded up maps and also trying to look at a small screen. The Hema app on the iPad's a really simple thing to use with the larger screen and an awesome way of having lots and lots of maps without having the paper versions cluttering up the cab of the car. The big difference between your paper map and the iPad is the iPad's live, so it shows you exactly where you are. You just need to make sure that your iPad model is the one that has the internal GPS aerial to make it all work. So the Hema app will give you basic functions like speed and distance, but it won't give you turn-by-turn navigation. The Hema app on the iPad makes it so much easier to work with. You've got a bigger screen to start with. Zooming in and out so much easier, and also scrolling around the map's simple compared to the small dash mount unit. It's not so much a choice whether I have an iPad app or whether I just have the Hema navigator. You really need both to make the on and off-road mapping work properly for you. So it really comes into its own when you're planning a trip or when you're looking ahead of your current position to find some tracks to explore. So no matter what sort of forward driving you're into, you'll find the Hema iPad app invaluable and it works hand in hand with your dash mount unit as well. But one word of warning, in the rare situation if you're stranded and lost 12 volt power, you can never replace paper maps. So they're always a good idea to have them as a backup. I'm Peter from Northwest Off-Road in Tasmania. Next time you go forward driving, don't get lost.
Yay! Here we go. Cordillo down.
Get your head inside here quickly. It's time for four-wheel drive TV.
The next generation of shock absorbers is here. Leading the way in 4x4 suspension development, Old Man Emu introduces the most advanced and finely tuned shock absorber on the market. Nitro Charger Sport incorporates a new valving system that instantly adapts to all terrain for an outstanding smooth ride and phenomenal control. Backed by a 3-year, 60,000 kilometre warranty, you can trust Nitro Charger Sport, built in Australia for Australian conditions.
With nearly 100 years experience in designing and manufacturing heavy-duty filtration, Donaldson is one of the most trusted brands in the market and our filters meet or exceed OEM specification. Originally developed for four-wheel drives on mine sites, Donaldson's range of four-wheel drive filters will perform in even the toughest environment, giving you peace of mind that you are buying the best and the most reliable filter for your vehicle and backed by a full manufacturer's warranty. Donaldson, tough filters for tough environments. When you need your manual gearbox rebuilt, don't start in reverse. Get it geared up right the first time with the team from 360 Gearboxes. As Australia's premium gearbox and diff specialist, 360 use the world's best gears, shafts, bearings and seals. 360 offer a guaranteed and quality changeover and A1 customer service. If your manual is grinding, crunching, sticking or blowing, demand the best. 360 Gearboxes, a fast, reliable and high quality rebuild. For more info, visit 360gearboxesdiffs.com.au.
G'day, my name's Glen. This is a Prado I found on the side of the road. It's my best mate, he's a bit camera shy. We've got the ARB winch bar, 9,000 pound Ward winch, UHF, dual battery system. We have air compressor in there, Old Man Emu suspensions, side steps. Got the roof rack, a side awning, and the rear LED lights. Favourite place we like to go, anywhere between South Australian border and Yarrawonga, following river tracks. Desert trips as well, great place. Love to probably go to Central Australia with it one day.
If you'd like to join us for our next Your Rig trip, then email myself with your details. Each weekly winner takes home a cap and stubby holder courtesy of All Sat Phones, a pair of scissors thanks to Kiesler Knives, a promo pack courtesy of ARB including Forby the plush toy, a travel mug, the latest ARB cap, the latest ARB jacket, and a set of valve caps to bling your rig. There's an ARB Penrith stubby holder, a Manel Motors stubby holder, a U-Fix-It tyre ratchet set, there's a copy of Dirt Cop magazine, and Wild Deer and Hunting Adventures magazine, a set of the Australian-designed expander pegs, a stubby of Bundaberg ginger beer, an up-and-go breakfast replacement courtesy of Sanitarium, a pen and cap thanks to Berrima Diesel and DP Chip, a set of four-wheel drive TV medium stickers, and it's all neatly packaged up in an ARB cargo gear carry bag.
Thanks for checking out my mate So3 Prado. Great day out. Thanks to 4-wheel drive TV.
Welcome 4-wheel drive TV, David Metcalf from Xtreme 4x4 Sport. Currently at the National 4x4 show here in Brisbane. We're currently out playing on the track at the TJM Oz Truck Xtreme. It's been a good day. We've got several competitors out there, been pleasing the crowd and it's been fun. Trucks we've had out there today have been basically the trucks you'd see in the Xtreme Winch Challenge series or other Winch Challenge series out there. We've also had one Polaris that competes in the ARB Xtreme Winch Challenge, and we've had one rock crawling buggy as well. So they've been putting on a good show. We've had a few breakages, a few hiccups, but in general it's been great. The course that has been set up this time at the show has been fantastic. It was set up by Tony and the boys from Loveday 4x4 down in South Australia, and it would be the best course that we've seen here in Brisbane. We've got jumps, we've got obstacles, we've got the tyres toned down a bit, we've got a heap of rocks. Little bit of speed involved with the vehicles, but it's been pretty well contained for safety reasons, but we've had all the obstacles that you would encounter while out driving in the bush. Right, we've just run round one of the ARB Xtreme Winch Challenge down in the Springs in February. It was a top weekend. Our next round will be in second last weekend in June. Nice warm time of the year, so I look forward to that. And our last round will be the first weekend of the Exedy XI RFC, which will be held at Land Cruiser Mountain Park in September. So there's a lot going on up here in Queensland. Keep your eyes open for more information on these events.
Hi, I'm Michael Corsten from McFarlane Generators. Portable generators are becoming very popular with four-wheel drivers, campers and hunters alike, and there are many reasons why. The old style campers with basic facilities have pretty much faded away. Everyone expects the best when they go camping, so gas stoves and so forth are still used, but everyone wants powered devices. So everyone wants microwaves, kettles, water pumps, laptops and mobile phones. So that's where portable generators come into their own. All of these devices require reliable power. Even dual battery systems and battery systems in campers require charging because they eventually run out. The simple solution for powering these devices is a portable generator. There are many portable generators out in the market, so how do you know which one is right for you? For this, it's best that I introduce Ron, our portable generator specialist.
Thanks, Michael. We've chosen these 2.4 and 2.6 kilowatt models today because people are always telling us that the 2 kilowatt unit are often a bit light on for their camping and their four-wheel driving requirements. For people who want Japanese quality, we've got the Yamaha here, which is 2.4 kilowatts. It's got some great features. It's really light to handle. It's got the eco throttle so that when the loads are light, the engine is only turning over at lower revs, saving fuel, less noise as well. For those who are a bit more budget conscious, we've got the Kipor 2.6 kilowatt model here. It's also got many of the features of the Yamaha, and it's got the smart throttle as well, so that it too will run at the lower speed, and then as the loads increase, the engine will rise and fall accordingly to meet those loads. Both of these generators are inverter generators, so they have a very good quality sine wave if you want to protect your high-end equipment. Our advice to viewers is Don't shop on price alone. You virtually only get what you pay for. If you're unsure about the product that you're buying and you want to be assured that it is correct, talk to an accredited generator specialist within the industry, because they'll be able to steer you in the direction of a product that is of good quality for the money that you're paying. There are a lot of products out there which simply just do not give the service. They look good, but that's as far as it goes.
To reiterate what Ron has said, there are a lot of generators out there and a lot of companies selling them. Make sure you choose a company that has many years experience in servicing and selling these, as well as having a national presence. Clean, economical and quiet power is available for when you're camping. Just make sure you get the right advice and the right unit for your needs. Thanks for listening.
Hi, I'm Glen from Ultimate Full Drive. This is the Ultimate Tourer and we are giving this vehicle away. This fully kitted out Toyota Hilux is worth almost $100,000. So if you want to enter, you've got to be serious. For more information on how you can win this vehicle, visit the 4 Drive TV website.
Hi, I'm Tom Davey. I'm from Darlington, Victoria. We bought this car about 3-4 weeks ago from a mate that raced at Darlington. Me and a mate bought it between us. It's named Double Trouble, thanks to a friend from down home. Running a 4.2 Nissan Straight 6. Bits and pieces we've changed. We've put a second seat in it, second harness, thanks to Scotty and Wes helping us out there. We picked up 5 or 6 sponsors: Marriott, Ozone Hotel, K Maloney, Agricultural Contracting, Easy As Car Wash, 4 Drive TV, Wireless True Value, and a few more to come that we haven't got stickers for yet. And we're going to thank Cindy for doing the signs, and thank Tash Rita for thinking of the name of that car. Yeah, this is our first race today. We're going to see how it goes. We're not too sure yet.
Well, viewers, thank you very much for tuning in for 4 Drive TV, your favourite show of the week. I'm Simon Christie, and remember, tread lightly, keep it safe, play hard. I look forward to your company next week.